So what are your New Year's resolutions? Every year, most people, and especially business people, make a New Year's resolution or maybe make several New Year's resolutions to help them be more successful in the coming year. And guess what? Most of them fail. I've put together 4 resolutions for the new year, which are guaranteed to ensure your business will be more successful than it has been in the past. Keep watching and I'll tell you what they are. Welcome along to another edition of Business Success Secrets. My name's Darren Bugg and I produce these films every week on YouTube. This week I'm going to be talking about New Year resolutions because let's face it, most business people and entrepreneurs put together several resolutions at the start of every year because they think it'll help them to make their business more successful in the coming year. And unfortunately, usually it doesn't work. I've put together 4 resolutions that you can use yourself, which I guarantee will make your business more successful. In fact, these resolutions could be applied to your life in general. So without further ado, here are my 4 New Year resolutions that I guarantee will make your business more successful, starting off with resolution number 1. So resolution number 1 is don't make New Year resolutions. Now that might sound really counterintuitive, but please keep watching, this does make sense. You shouldn't make any New Year resolutions because basically they don't work. And the reason they don't work is because most New Year resolutions focus on something negative. Like for example, giving up smoking or cutting down on alcohol or some other negative thing. Negatives never work. What you need instead of New Year resolutions is smart targets for the new year. Smart targets need to be specific about what you're going to do over the next 12 months. They need to be measurable. They must be achievable. And don't forget you need a time frame, and that time frame obviously is a New Year resolution, so the time frame is over the next 12 months until the end of the year when you make new smart targets. So the first resolution I would advise you to make is don't make any resolutions. Have smart targets instead and do them starting from the start of the year to run until the end of the year. Smart targets are positive, they're not negative. They're things that you will do rather than things that you won't do. And if you focus on things that you do want to achieve, that are measurable, that are achievable, then there's much more chance that you will actually achieve what you want to achieve, which is of course improving your life and improving your business. So resolution number 1 is don't have New Year resolutions, have New Year smart targets. So instead of New Year's resolutions, have New Year smart targets. But here's a really useful tip about your targets. Make them slightly more ambitious than what you think you can achieve. Now, a lot of business gurus and business coaches and business books will say, reach for the stars, have outrageous targets. And to be honest, that is a really bad idea. And that is why a lot of New Year resolutions also fail. Because when people realise subconsciously that they're not going to achieve those targets or they're not going to achieve those resolutions, then they just give up. And that can happen very, very soon. I'm sure you'll have had experience yourself where you've made a resolution and by February you've broken it and then it's gone for the year. So it's important to make your targets achievable, but make them slightly more ambitious. That will push you on to work harder and to get further, but not too ambitious. That's really important. Don't listen to the gurus that say reach for the stars. You'll never reach the stars. That's the whole point. Make your targets achievable. If you want more information about SMART targets, I've put lots of useful stuff in the box below, so have a look at that, and it explains how to set up SMART targets. But the most important thing, they must be specific, they must be measurable, they must be realistic, and you must have a time frame, and obviously the time frame is the end of the year. SMART targets are just so much better than resolutions because they're positive, they're measurable, and they are achievable. So don't have resolutions, have SMART targets. Number 2 is going to sound a bit strange. It's going to sound a little bit weird. It might even sound a little bit perverted. And that is, every day you should do at least one thing that is painful. Now, I'm not necessarily talking about physical pain, although physical pain is a good thing as well. But it could be mental pain. It could just be getting out of your comfort zone, doing something that makes you feel very, very uncomfortable. But doing that every day, getting into the habit of doing something uncomfortable or something painful every day. Now, for some people, it is just mental pain. But for others, it could be physical pain. It could be forcing yourself to go down the gym every day or going for a run every day. Or something that might sound really weird, having a cold bath every day. Now, that isn't quite as stupid as you might think, because a very, very successful businessman actually does that. And you'll have heard of him. He's called Jack Dorsey, and he was the founder and the first chief executive officer of Twitter, which is now of course called X and is run by Elon Musk. But Jack Dorsey formed Twitter, and he used to have a cold bath every day. In fact, these are the exact words he used about it. Jack Dorsey said, "Nothing has given me more mental confidence than being able to go straight from room temperature into the cold. Especially in the morning, going into an ice cold tub from just being warm in bed just unlocks this thing in my mind. And I feel like if I can will myself to do that thing that seems so small but it hurts so much, then I can do nearly anything." So that is physical pain. And as weird as it sounds, just every morning do something physically painful. It could be just do 20 press-ups, or it could be go for a run in the middle of winter, or it could just be something mentally challenging, something that really puts you out of your comfort zone. But whatever it is, it must be either physically or mentally painful to you, and do that every day. You won't believe how much mental strength that will give you. You won't believe how much resolve it will give you to be successful. Just try it. It sounds weird, but it works. Trust me, it works. Do something painful every day. Number 3 might sound very counterintuitive, but trust me, this is absolutely essential. If you want to have success in business, or for that matter in life in general, you absolutely have to do this. And that is stop flogging your dead horses. You need to work out what your dead horses actually are and stop flogging them. Simple as that. Give up. Now, this isn't what business gurus and business coaches will tell you. They'll say, if at first you don't succeed, try, and try again. It doesn't work. Trust me, it doesn't work. I've learned that lesson the hard way. All of us have got some dead horses in business, and you need to stop flogging them. It could be a client you're pursuing who never pays up on time, or somebody who keeps saying they're going to give you some work, but then they never do give you that work. Or it could be a client that's unprofitable. Or it could be something else that you're pursuing as part of your business or your life in general. You have to stop flogging those dead horses. You have to let it go. You have to give up. And that sounds so counterintuitive, because in business, we're constantly being told, never give up, try and try again. But that is a surefire way to failure. What you need to do is actually identify these dead horses and stop flogging them, and resolve to do that. So the third resolution that I strongly advise you to take is stop flogging your dead horses. Find out where your failures are and just get rid of them, give up on them and try something else. And the fourth resolution, the one that perhaps is most important of all, is just 2 words. And they are actually probably the most powerful 2 words in the whole English language. And they're also obscene. So I'm going to beep this out. You've got to start saying the words, fuck it. Now, what I mean by that is you've got to stop dreaming about doing things. You've got to stop planning to do things. You've just got to get on and do it. And one of the number 1 reasons that people don't become successful in business isn't because they haven't done enough planning. It's not because they haven't put together a wonderful business plan. It's not because they haven't analysed things enough. It's simply that they haven't started. And that is the main point. And again, I keep referring to this. Business coaches, business gurus, business books, they'll all talk about planning, having strategies. And I'm not saying you shouldn't have a strategy. Obviously, you need a strategy, you need a plan, obviously. But one of the main reasons that businesses fail, and one of the main reasons that people fail generally in life, is because they just have what's called analysis paralysis. They spend so much time analysing things and building up a strategy and putting together a plan that they never actually get started on doing the thing. And I heard something once many years ago from somebody called Jack Canfield, who I highly recommend. He's a wonderful inspirational speaker and he's written some great books, and I'll put some links in the box below if you want to find out more about Jack Canfield. But one thing he always used to say is ready, fire, aim. And that sounds the wrong way around. Really, you should say ready, aim, fire. But he says, no, don't do it that way around. Do ready, fire, aim. And what he means by that is rather than wasting a lot of time planning and strategizing and deciding what you want to do, just do it anyway. Just start, just do it. And it will either be successful or it won't, but you'll learn from it. So rather than making your plans up front, actually get started, and then that will enable you to make plans later on, because you'll see what is successful and what isn't. So the main resolution you've got to make from day one is simply just get on with it. Stop planning, stop strategizing. Don't bother making an even more elaborate business plan. Just get on and do it. Just get started. Just start. One of the main reasons people fail is because they never get started in the first place. So just say, fuck it. Fuck it. I'm going to get on with it. I'm going to get started. From day one, just get on and do it. Just get on the telephone, get selling, get on with your business. Don't waste loads of time putting together plans. Just say, fuck it, and get on with it. You need to forget all these self-help books, all these books that are written by gurus and people who tell you how to be successful, whether that is success in business or successful in life. You can waste half a lifetime reading more and more books that tell you what to do. And really, you already know what you need to do. You just need basically follow these 4 guidelines that I've given you and just get on and do it. And you'll learn from your failures, and you will make failures, but eventually you'll learn from them and you will eventually become successful. But just make sure you do something painful every day. Make sure that you stop flogging dead horses. Make sure you put together some smart targets, not an elaborate plan, just smart targets, and just say fuck it and just get on with it. Those are my 4 resolutions for success in business. Now, just turn off your computer and just get on and do it. And that's it. 4 things you need to do if you want to be successful in business. Just resolve to do these 4 things, and I promise it will help you on the path to business success, maybe even life success. My name's Darren Bugg. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. You've gone this far, so I just ask one more thing of you. If you could subscribe to this channel, like this film and share this film, it will be a massive help to me. I upload my business success secrets every week on YouTube. Until next time, look after yourself. I hope you're successful in everything you do, and I'll see you again soon.